Hello and welcome to IndieX 2020 Game Showcase. Our feature now, Oniria Crimes, and with us Jorge Colmenar from the developers. Hello George, how are you?
Hello, thank you for receiving me and thank you for hosting.
So, you bring us Oniria Crimes. Can you tell us a bit about the game?
Yeah, well, Oniria Crimes is an adventure game which is set in a land of dreams, and you have to help two detectives to investigate crime scenes. But the objects in the room are the witnesses of the crime, so you have to ask them, and they will tell you their version, which depends of their idiosyncrasy, no? So
Okay.
uh, you have to solve these rooms, which are box cell rooms, very pretty, and you will see that looks like pixel a bit, but it's in 3D everything.
Okay, Pixel 3D.
Yeah.
It's nice. So, when did you start developing this game?
We began the pre-production in March of the past year, and we have been so has been 1 year and a half of full development, a team of 5 people, and well, the some prototyping began a little earlier in 2018, November, December. But the big process began in March at
Okay,
Barcelona.
team of five developed the game, and of course that leads us to that very obvious question: is and now you plan to have it released when?
Well, right now the demo is online in the Steam page, so everyone can download and test it. Because we would like to have a real demo of the game, no, like the old days. And the release is the next month is the 3rd of December for almost all platforms. We are in PC, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, and also in mobile in Android and iOS.
Oh, and mobile as well. Okay.
Yeah, and we will go out in eight languages: French, Italian, Portuguese, German, Russian, Italian, and Chinese.
Well, it's quite a
So
lot.
it's a big launch.
It's a big lunch, yeah, for sure it is. So, and how did you come to this concept of Oniria crimes, the objects telling you about the crime itself?
Uh, this our writer, which is Mary Pallas, she loves a short story by Virginia Woolf that is called The Jacob's Room. And it's a short story about a people who enters a room and there are only objects, no? And when they began to relate a relation with the objects and looking at them, examining them, they began to understand the personality of the person which is not there, no?
Ah,
So this concept is very interesting for making a game, and we combine this with the idea of the world of dreams, which we are very passionate about, lucid dreaming and these kind of things. So we think about a room where the person is not there, but the objects are going to tell we tell you a story, you know, and but they are really telling you a story, so they will speak to you.
It's very interesting.
So yeah, so we put all of these ideas in a mysterious detective game with a feeling with the old adventure games, and this is the the result.
The- so and the art was made to match this concept.
Yeah, the art. We love the old adventure games, no? And when these games began to evolve to 3D, well, in the time it was amazing, but when you see them today, maybe they are not very pretty, uh, because the low performance and the problems with the 3D at the first days. So what we saw is that there is a lost development path about the pixel evolving to 3D pixels, no? Just to voxel at the
Okay.
end. And we wanted to make an adventure game with this style. People say it's Cluedo Minecraft or something like that, no?
Something of it like it's yeah. Well, with the advantage, it ages much better on this kind of art form than this early 3Ds that you were speaking about. So, and throughout all the development this year's time that you took developing, was there a lot of changes to the project, or the goal was very clear and you were on it?
Well, in the first stages, we can say from March to June or July, uh, some ideas about the whole game changed a bit because we were like pre-producing the game, and we were very focused in the first room, in the first scene, because we wanted to make like a very polished presentation of the first scene, no? To search for publishers and so on. So we have plans for the rest of the game, but this changed a bit. And we when we finished the pre-production and began the whole production, mm, it was in August maybe last year. Uh, we settled down all the narrative for the rest of the game, finished all the design and closed all the designs, and we began the production. And after that, we made a very little changes. Just things that when you play it and when you read it, you feel that something is very spiky or something, and then we polish that and change maybe, but fine tuning. Not a lot
The
of.
structure was sound already.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
So, and that hard question: what's your favorite part of the game and your least favorite part of the game?
Well, that's good. It's the first time someone asked me this. I think maybe my favorite part is the library. It's a scene it's the fourth case of the game, and it's a room where the characters have to find who stole a very important book about dark magic. Okay, it's a very serious question,
Okay.
and all the books in the library are interactive. Like if you pass the mouse, everyone can be interactive, very much like the library of Tim Ledwith Park. And every one of them has a little fragment, and all our community, we ask the community to to tell us which books they would love to be written, but that they are not existing now. So it's a library of books that have never been written, and like dream books, and we have almost 800 books in that
Oh,
room.
it's quite a lot.
Yeah, it was. We had to, of course, prepare a specific mechanic for that scene, so the player don't get lost in that vast library. It also has a nice mechanic made for that, so you can investigate in a different way. And it's my preferred theme because it implies a lot of things, like a very big scene with all the community and the new mechanic and everything. And the part I dislike the most, uh, I think there is some of the cinematics of the game. We put a lot of effort in the cinematic part, no? But at the end, we are not film directors. We have some concept about this, but that's not our expertise. So we made a very simple narrative for the cinematics, and well, I'm very happy with them, but it's not the part that I love the most. You know.
Okay, that's good. So just let me check if we have some questions from the chat. Okay, we have some cheers for Switch version from Gonçalo.
Thank you. In fact, the Switch version is one of the I like the most. No, it's what I'm because I will play in the Switch this game.
Yes, Switch really brought us a nice place to play some games, and yeah, I can picture it completely on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
So for now we have no questions from the audience. I think I will go to set up the game, and while I set up the game, I will just ask you any relevant story during the production of Oniria Crimes that should be shared with the audience.
Well, this game, the first stages, the prototype was developed in Rome, in Italy. The pre-production was made in Barcelona. The production was made in Madrid. And in our team, I am from Granada, at the south of Spain. The writer is from here, from Madrid. The animator is from Canary Islands.
Okay.
And the sound designers and the musicians are also, one of them also from Andalusia, one from Barcelona and one from Greece. From Athens.
Okay.
So it's again very international, very European maybe.
So I'm guessing you didn't have problems with all this confinement stage?
No, in fact, the confinement almost went good for us because we had a reason to stay at home working. We don't have a physical office. We always work online. So, and for myself, I'm very introspective, so I don't have a lot of problem with that.
Yeah, that's something that...
So this is a horrible thing. So I hope it pass soon, no?
It will eventually it will, but okay, it's not wrong to take the best thing of a bad situation. It's the opposite. If you can take a good thing of a bad situation, all the better.
Yeah.
So I will fire up the game. You can see the game streaming to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I'm seeing. I will put you a bit into context because in the first cinematic of the game, when you start the game, well, it's told a bit about the universe. We are here now in Oniria, which is like a common place for everyone when is dreaming. When you dream, you go to Oniria, and the reality is a bit messed up because the inundations of the planet, and now people is like searching refugee in this dream world, no? So, but in this world, like in everywhere, there are crimes, and we have here Detective Santos, which is currently investigating a serial killer.
Okay.
So that's the context, no?
Yes, sorry. I fired up the game to have everything ready, and I skipped the introduction.
No problem, no
The
problem.
cinematics you were talking about.
Yeah. But the first one, I like it.
No, it's very nice. I really enjoyed it. I was just so stressed to have everything cleared that I forgot to reset it again. So I'm sorry for that.
Nah, no problem. I know in memory, so I can tell you.
Very Latin games names. Sorry.
Yeah.
Front night. Okay. Can people see the yeah the chat going? Okay, we don't need thanks to our synaptic technology. That's why we were scanning the room before. very convinced about the objects.
So you have all there to investigate. There's a bunch of them.
Okay. So all the objects are clickable.
Yeah, all but like the table or some ones that they are not relevant. Well, you began with an object that has a puzzle. Oh,
Okay, so I'm in for the mini game.
yeah. You can rotate with the right button if you drag.
Okay. So the security will be these pink ones, right?
That are showing you that they are near a security one that you shouldn't click. For mark them, you must use the right button. So maybe this resembles you something you played before, or
Something
maybe
on
not.
Windows?
Yeah.
It's been quite a while, I must say.
I should not give you advice, really, or
Sorry, you should not?
should I give you advice, or
Yes, you should, because I don't feel as comfortable playing in stream as I usually do at home.
okay? Check the gray ones that are already almost isolated. Those are security sectors for sure. So
This
right
one,
click them,
for
yeah,
example.
and search for all that looks like that. You have one there, down there. That's one for sure. That shouldn't be one. You can save click that. Yeah. And the other side, you have two there. That's that's one of them. And right near them, I think there is another, but I'm not very sure of that. And if you change perspective
Sorry?
a bit, there's one there because there,
This one?
on the left, on the left, on
Ah,
the left.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah, that's once for sure. And there's only one more, but I cannot really tell you which one is it, so you need to check.
Okay.
For example, all the ones that are near a red one are not security sector, so you can click them. That one, ooh. Sorry, I'm misleading you.
Can't you bypass
Okay,
it?
but this this puzzle is not blocking. You can come back later, or even you can advance in the story, and it's not required. You will have more information about the whole story if you solve it, but it will not block you because we didn't want
So,
to block the player with the puzzles.
because I imagine that many people go to the computer first, no?
Yeah, there's a bunch of people who comes there first, but if you come back to the scene, the most first clicked objects are the silhouette, the carpet, the computer, and the bed. I think it's because they are the bigger and the shiner.
Shinier,
The bed
yeah.
is moving, the computer is doing. So we focus a bit the narrative around the all that objects because most players will click them first.
That makes
So
sense.
this is the silhouette.
I bet I'm one of the best crime scene silhouettes. That's nice. Llave method. Okay.
The La Llave method is they will explain later in the game, but briefly is the method you use to enter the Oniria with all the communication powers. So dreams can be deadly. You have to be careful.
Cleaning is not a priority. Okay. I'm
Each
enjoying the
object
humor.
each object will give you its point of view. So
Can I skip this? When
yeah,
I...
with the red cross
Okay.
in the bubble. Yeah.
Oh, is this a Eva?
Yeah.
Jacob's favorite poster? Well, yeah, of course.
as the room is from a collectionist, it's very geeky everything. So you will discover a lot of.
Oh man, this is so good. He looked at me last before he died, not at that skinny girl. Okay, that's so nice.
He's proud.
Yeah, key witness.
And here you have your first clue. You have found the first clue. So the notebook opens and it's right there.
And now I have this innocent and guilty. Okay.
Yeah. Later, now you only are registering the clues. Later on, the detectives will ask you to decide.
Okay. So we have a girl. Dreaming Rangers. Oh, Power Rangers. Oh, who knew? So I might ask you for some instructions since we need to have. I couldn't miss the Nash.
I can point you to some interesting objects that are funny or explain some things. Because here for the first room, you have kind of 1 hour of gameplay. So I think I don't know if we have time to make everything, no?
Okay, let's see. We should still have some time, but I don't know. Okay, the regular buyer of collector items. So do tell me.
Okay. For example, in the up there in the library, you have 2 pets, and you can interact with them. They will give you some interesting information. This is a unicorn toy, but it's not a unicorn. It's an IntelliDoggy, which is an like nightmare pets that people in dreams likes to collect. This one is not happy that you think it's a unicorn, and it has the physical description of the one of the suspects, which is the pet.
Actually, donkeys have their pride.
So you don't have here a line for the clue, but you have a physical description of the suspect. And so now you have discovered that you have 3 suspects, which are the pet, the pirate, and the
The
girl.
girl. Yeah.
So now you should find all the information you can about them. No, for example, the pet. You are seeing that the pet lash. There's some items related with the pets. You can see some items related with the pirate and with the girl.
And I have there the color as well. Okay.
So this pet is being used to hand. No? For example, you have the newspaper on the bed, which is very interesting item.
Teledog is under suspicion. Okay. And we are seeing about Kabu, but we still don't have the description about Kabu.
The Kabus are the nightmares of the land of dreams. They are the native, the original inhabitants of Oniria. They are called Kabu, and we call them nightmares. All of this information you will little by little having all the pieces of the information. And central news: the serial killer strikes again, so gives you a little bit context. And in the right new, the next case is going to be presented. You will encounter a newspaper in each scenario. Well, not in all, but in most of them. And you will have the left new. It will tell you a bit. Well, this is the same thing. The player don't have to know it, no. But I'm telling you, the left one will tell you about something in the past. The central one will tell you something is happening right now, and the right one will tell you something that will happen in a way. This one is telling you about the first Oneric elections that is presented in the intro video, because right now the politics in Oniria is a kind of a monarchy or a dictatorship, and people are protesting against, and they want to celebrate the first democratic elections. This is the context of the story.
And also it comes like a proper paper with the number, day, okay, and even the price. Oh, not a big inflation. It's only 90 cents.
And they will crash a little bit between she is like a Oneiro hacker, and he's more like a old-fashioned detective, no? So they will have these conversations about digital versus analogic, and depends how do you solve the crime. This relationship will go in a way or in another.
Okay, so the way you solve the crimes will influentiate the relation.
Yeah.
It's nice. That's so to keep up.
Not deeply, but it will influence.
Okay, we are getting a lot of things on the dog, but go on. Okay, it's starting to. Okay, there we have it. The girl.
You have the description of the guy. And now you have, you advance a bit, and they will tell you about this mechanic. This is kind of an explanation of the tutorial. So for now it's interactive, and for each suspect, you must decide if is innocent or guilty, and remark two lines that exonerates him or her, or implicates
Incriminates.
him or her.
Okay, and but for example, I don't have two lines. I won't do this here.
Yeah, you cannot. Well, you shouldn't
I should
accuse her, or because you
without
don't have enough
evidence.
info. Mhm.
Photo. Let's see.
Yeah, this is very otaku references from our writer. Now you have two lines, but maybe it's few.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm not hearing the music and the sound, but I imagine you are hearing them. There are
Yes.
some there are some silence moments. That's intentional. But I would like to remark the nice job Rainfall did with the music, because they are the guys that compose it, and I think it's very appropriate for the game. I like a lot.
Yeah, I must agree with you. It's completely sets up the mood and the scene.
Yeah, and fits perfectly. Palace of Desires is the name of the capital of Oniria.
It's actually the only city.
It's a very romantic vision, no, of the
Yes,
all is connected.
sure is. Okay, so I must. Let's
You
check.
have very few information about the pirate.
Yes. I know nothing, Jean. No. Okay, we sure have a lot with a lot of leads on the dog.
The shooter CD.
So I grab a gun.
I like this one very much. Check the chair.
The
The chair is also funny.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the humor. So, I can stay here for a long time. Just checking everything. A pile of diaries, okay.
This is a reference.
Took my degree.
Do you know who is in?
No.
It's Watson from Sherlock Holmes.
Oh.
It's the beginning of one of the books. There are some references that are very difficult to get if you are not into the detective or into the anime. But anyway. Here you have the information about Kabu.
So we are a bit short on time now. We're almost hitting our mark.
It's okay.
Tell me.
You have a lot of things to do here still, so you can play it later.
I will. So I'm seeing it's a game that will have some hours of gameplay.
Yeah, we estimated that can be from 6 to 12 hours. Depends a lot of how the player wants to play it. If the player wants to read everything, then maybe we are going to 10, 12 hours. And if the player prefers to make the sniper detective approach to just take the very precise information and solve the case, then can be faster. Also depends in some puzzles because puzzles are not hard. Some people tell us that they are hard. Some people tell us they are easy. So well,
I think
but they are not blocking, so you can advance without them. There's one or two that they will blow you a bit because they are in key parts of the game. But But well, if you uh, don't know how to finish a puzzle and you want to complete it, then you will get more time, of course.
For example, now I could set the
You
interrogate for
can.
guilty if I wanted to.
Mhm. You mark two sentences that you think they are the conclusion, and mark innocent or guilty. And then if you see the right button with the cuffs, you click it and you can solve the case. You
Or
have to you have to close the yeah.
so I'll just do it to
Yeah,
close it.
you can check.
Let's do this.
For all of three. As you see, you have to also say why the others
Okay,
are
okay,
innocent. It's not because we don't do this, you can just check, and
okay.
you have to think about it. You know. Anyway, in this demo, we are not telling you the solution.
No?
No.
Ah, come on. Well,
Well, I can tell you the solution by chat if you want when you finish it.
I will. So it doesn't matter what.
You can now try to solve. Are you sure? Yeah.
Let's do it.
And that's the end of
Okay.
the thing.
Well,
So it's a bit hard, but well, you know, it's funny also.
yeah.
It's a bit cruel. And this you can see an advance of the next case, which is in the second case. You now can rotate the room, and you can say that oh, okay, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Change.
in this first case, it's very simple, but every case has a new mechanic, and in the second one, you have a button to rotate the room, so you can see the other two walls, and it's very nice, the effect. You can see it in the Steam site or in our Twitter, because it's very funny to see the room changing.
So, and how many cases will be in the final cut?
Six crime scenes, and six crime scenes. I cannot say anymore, but there's
Okay.
some surprises also.
So that's fair enough. We have.
Yeah, we have a scene in a train, another one in the woods. The game is going to become in each scene more like a graphic adventure, because in the last ones the characters will move through the scene, and you can explore. And in the first one they are like in a visual novel, but this will evolve, like if you go from a visual novel to a graphic adventure. We have make some experiments in this setup.
Okay, that seems to be nice. So
Mm.
you interact more and more with the scenario and
With the
move along.
scenario, yeah.
And
For
that's
example, in the train, you can change the compartment to investigate all the three suspects.
okay. So, Jorge, I think we are reaching our time. I really enjoyed this time playing, except the end. I will still send you a dirty sock for that.
I'm so sorry. It's the marketing fault. It's not my fault.
okay. But anyhow, I really enjoyed the game, and you were an excellent guest showing me around.
Thank you for hosting. I'm very
So
happy.
just have to to say we'll have a couple more shows for you. Those of you who want to see more games today, we have Rosewater later at 6 o'clock, and Say No More at 7 o'clock, and then we have Raji. And later on tonight we have a talk with Rami Ismail and Jesus Fabre about the state of indie game. Don't miss it. Once again, George, thank you for your company. It was
Thank you.
great. So, see you soon. Bye bye.